What is up, guys and girls? Hurricane Liz here to talk about my favorite side hustle of all time. That is Amazon Influencer. And I've got a hell of a tool. This tool is fire. It's the only tool you'll ever need for influencer. And it helps you make strategic buying decisions based on not only your budget, but your criteria. I think you guys are going to be shocked at what this thing does. My jaws dropped when I saw this. Yep, I had to pick my jaw up off the ground. So hopefully you do the same, but I'm super fired up for this. I hope you're fired up. Let's do this. So before we jump into my screen share, I just want to remind everyone, if you're still not an influencer and if you've had problems, my email is below. You definitely want to get a copy of my guide that tells you all the data that I've managed to collect over the past 100 plus people that I've helped get in. And I want to say that it's 100 people that I've helped get in, but probably around 1,000 people have read my guide, which has helped those people that truly wanted to get in and they were going to try no matter what, get into the program. So that is absolutely free. My email is below with that information. But today I'm going to talk about something extremely exciting for me, since I'm a very data driven and I like to see things visually. It's all about the tool that I came across here called lowest hanging fruit. This is pretty crazy. This tool is insane, and it has become my absolute favorite tool for all of influencer. And let's face it, there really aren't a lot of tools. So this is the only tool I'm using at the present time. It's the only tool you really need in order to make the best and most strategic decisions about what you need to buy in order to sell on influencer. And really, if we look at influencer from the larger scale picture, if you haven't already reviewed every single damn item in your house, then you don't need to be messing with tools, right? But once you're ready to go and once you're ready to take that next step, you need to make strategic buying decisions. You don't just want to guess. And of course, if you're going to buy shit already, you might as well buy it. But strategically speaking, there are certain things that are going to make you far more money. That's right, I said they're going to make you far more money to shop. So if you like getting paid to shop, then I've got a tool for you people. And pay close attention, because although I do, and I will agree with you if you think their marketing needs a little bit of work, I certainly agree. So you will be amazed at what this can do. So you do get some sample data first, no credit card required. I'd click on that and go through that. But let me just show you what this does. It does have a brief little FAQ here. You can read a little bit more about what it does and so forth. But one of the bold promises that they make on here, and I'm going to make an even bolder promise, is they said that we have seen our customers get to $50 per $100 per day in Amazon commission and influencer. Now, I want to remind you, if you follow my basic strategy, which is just review every damn thing in your house, unless you're a hermit or a minimalist, then you don't have too many things. There are other strategies you can use. But most of us, just because one reason or another, we're shopaholics and we got plenty of shit to review. So most of us can make it to the $50 to $100 without breaking a sweat. But if you're not one of those, you want to pay attention to what we've got going on in this tool. So it's fairly basic, this tool right here. So I'm going to talk about what it does, and I'll talk about the benefits a little later, as well as how I'm using it right now. And that's only with a limited amount of time working with this thing. All right, so it's pretty simple to use. All you got to do is click on this button, categories, and then boom, it brings up all the categories that are available in Amazon that you should be reviewing things in. Now, I do recommend that you go back into your own data and you download it on your computer and you take a look at which category are you selling in best. And they clearly say this at the top: for best results, start with categories you already make the most money with. For me, it's home and kitchen. And for you, it might be something else. I also make a lot in patio, lawn, and garden, but that's to be expected. We are in the summertime, so a lot of people are outside doing shit in their gardens. But I also personally know that I make quite a bit in tools and home improvement. So let's just look at tools and home improvement for the hell of it. It's not like I buy any tools or anything, but apparently I've got a lot of that in my inventory here behind me. So all I do is just click into the data, and you can see that this is the data for August. And so we're seeing live data, because last I checked, we're still in August. And I do have to take a look at that calendar, because sometimes I forget what day of the week it is and even what day of the year. So what happens here is it's filtered out by a couple different columns. We've got the title, the product, the URL available on Amazon, the URL available on Walmart if you're going to buy it, the BSR of the product, the subcategory of the product, the price of the product, the monthly amount of sales so you can tell whether or not this thing has some volume. And then finally, we've got the most important part of all, the video count. And it's only going to tell us top of carousel, because let's face it, if you guys don't know what top of carousel and bottom of carousel is, let me just explain that to you real quick. So here is the answer to that. Right here, if I was to click into any Amazon product listing where it says video, I'm going to get that annoying video that plays. But right here, if there was videos listed for this product that influencers are able to place on this product, in this case, there are not. It's completely blank. But if there were videos on there on this particular product, then that is what is considered top of carousel on this particular product. So this one doesn't have any. I don't see them. If I click into it, let's just have a peek. Sometimes Amazon is sneaky like that and they won't show that kind of information. Nothing's happening. So this crib apparently doesn't have it. Let's see if we can find some competitor products that do have this thing. Let's go ahead and click into this $597 crib. That one has a video. So let's click into this video and see. If it doesn't have anything, we're done. Yeah, we're not going to explore this any further, but you guys catch my drift. So that is the only video count that this tool takes on. And that's the only one that's really important, because if we're showing up there, we're going to make some money. If we're not going to make that much money. So we might as well focus on the products where we can sneak in right up there at the top, people. That's where we want to be, at the top. So how can we use this, Liz? Right now, it just looks like information vomit, right? Well, it's quite simple. What we can do here is we can set up filters based off of this data that it's collected for us. And for me, the one way that I can think of immediately, having used this for just 30 minutes, is I could filter this data by adding a condition where the video count, in this case, we just want to see products that have a video count that is greater than or equal to, and we'll say 1, because that means they got at least more than 1, which means videos are allowed. And then if we add a second condition and the video count is less than or equal to, and hopefully these math nerds can tell me, is Liz doing this right? We want it less than or equal to 5, because we don't want it filled up, right? But we just want those conditions met. If we just hit bam, voila, it filters that out. And here we are, poof. We can see not only over here, if we scroll on over, we can see what the BSR of the product is. We could see the price of the product, and we could see the monthly amount of sales and the amount of videos. And if you guys' brain isn't freaking exploding right now, I don't know what's going to get you guys that excited, but this fires me the hell up. Now, I can even furthermore say that I wanted to just buy products that are over $75 or so. I can filter this field by saying that the price is greater than or equal to, let's just put $75. Let's just put $100. Let's just go crazy. Go big or go home, right? We can see all these products in that category that fit those criteria. And we can figure out a plan for being able to go after some of these products. So these products will possibly yield us a top spot at the very top. And we can make some money with them. So I've got to still play around with some of these, because I haven't done a very good job of playing around with this, but I was just so excited to show you guys that you can now see it's the same thing here. It's some of these, it's 183 of these. So 183 means that some of this, it's not the total count, I don't believe. And yeah, that's just one particular part of the whole thing. I mean, obviously, the more we filter this out, the less we get. I can also go back into 50 and then just add that and see what we get here. And at 50, we've got a little bit more to work with. But think about this. Like, this is a lot of money. This is $17,384 if we go the 50 route, which means that's how much it would take us to buy every single item on this list, but we would almost be guaranteed a top spot. So that is why I'm this excited. If we go to the 100 mark, you'll see it's $8,800 that it costs. And I mean, we could just take this lower and lower. We could also do this to 2 and widen it out, and it would lessen it out. But you know, there's a countless amount of things that we can do if we do this. This now takes it to 19,775. And remember, this is only one category. We can also sort these by the BSR. And right now, the amount of ideas that are kind of spinning around in my head are insane. So I want to hear you guys' opinion on this. How did you like it? How did you not like it? Let me know your opinions below. Now, the big benefits that I see, and I'll probably cover these in another video in more thorough detail, but this really requires no need for other tools. You don't have to pay VAs, in my opinion. And it is the quick and easy way to get to $300+ per day. Like, I really think that if you review everything in your house, that'll get you to $100 per day. If you review a lot of items that are over a certain price point or that are selling multiple per day and there's not a lot of competition on those results, that'll get you to 300+. So this is the fastest way to that path, and I highly recommend it. So I do have an affiliate link below, and yes, I will get a small percentage of that, but that's going to go towards me making more videos like this and finding information out there that'll help you crush influencers. So again, my email is below in case you do want my guide on how to get in, and that's it. I'll see you guys next time.